Wait. Hold on. Okay. I guess breaking means you really gotta break for it. Hey Stoners, it's the Red-Eyed Widow here with GentlemanStoners.com bringing you breaking news. But first, before we go to it, this video is sponsored by CanvasSupplyCo.com. Discount code GentlemanStoners15. Apply at checkout. Also in the link in the description below. At CanvasSupplyCo.com for consumers, you can browse their smokables, joints, bud, moon rocks, lotions. For growers, you can find equipment, supplies, how-tos, and experienced consultants. For stores and dispensaries, you can find pounds, joints, and the like. And at the same time, shopping with CanvasSupplyCo.com with discount code GentlemanStoners15, you can support this channel. Okay, so I had to get here real quick. I couldn't do my hair is all crazy. I couldn't even get dressed fully. The lighting is probably not like that great on me right now, but I am bringing you breaking news. And for right now, let's go to the Red-Eyed Widow straight out in the field. Hey, Red. Thanks, Red. I'm here at an undisclosed location answering such an important question. A question that as humans grows more important as we go into the future. How do we communicate with bees? Well, cannabis may have the answer. Bees play an important role in the food web across the entire globe, with bees pollinating 80% of the world's plants. 1 out of every 3 to 4 bites is because of bees, and the tragedy really happens when winter comes, when over half of a hive's colony dies over winter. And so the questions remain. Should we support bees in providing them supplemental food during winter conditions, while helping bees further domesticate them and rely on human interaction? Are we able to lure bees in the areas in which we want them to pollinate the food and the crops that we want? Is it even a good idea to do so? And is it even possible to increase the colonies and sustain them over the entire year? And actually, I think it's a pretty good idea to actually provide some context. During working, we were moving facilities and we had some product that was actually outside for bits and periods of time that actually attracted bees to the location. First they were swarming distillate, then they were swarming lids that probably most likely had distillate on it. And they were also swarming biomass that was discarded of all of the CBD that it perhaps had on it. And so during this process, I wanted to know why they were swarming it. If they were swarming it because they were looking at the distillate for a food supply. And so I tried an experiment. So the first video is going to be just me plainly putting out some kief. The bowl was half full, so the bowl that you're currently going to see first, it's going to be labeled first, was actually half full, and what they did was turn it into little balls, but you could actually see over time. I didn't have a good over time video, but the bowl actually became pretty much empty by all standards. And as we move into the second clip, this was over a period, I want to say about a week. I was not able to get, because of conditions during winter, I wasn't able to get the full amount of clips and the time spans that I wanted, because the bees would only come out during certain temperatures, and basically when it was sunny during 12 o'clock. And the sky here just completely changes, so do the habits. So the second clip you guys are going to see is a little bit longer. I actually ended up putting out 2 bowls of different colors. They seem to actually prefer the green bowl in kief instead of the brown, but they will still eat the brown kief instead of the green. And one thing to note here is that you won't be seeing as many bees as in the first video. In my own opinion, it's due to sunny conditions and winter conditions. But both these bowls are during the perfect conditions during winter, are full of bees and constantly still attracted to this day. I was able to film another interaction during another day in which they continued to actually come and swarm the keef bowls. So these particular footages that I'm seeing are as long as I could possibly make them. I forgot some of my like camera equipment or like my good stuff during one of the days it was sunny because the weather really just changes so rapidly here. So what you're going to see is basically as much as I could personally sit there and watch them and as they would allow me to. And I didn't want to distress them because if they are eating this stuff and I didn't want to sit there and pretty much like distract them, and I wanted them to take as much as possible. Are the bees just thinking the keef is pollen and can't use it? Or does something bigger fly here? Back to you, Red, in your room. What's his problem? Well, isn't that interesting?